What it do, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Inspired by Christopher Show. The Inspired by Christopher Show, man. Man, we're gonna have a good show today, man. I got my daughter with me, so my daughter's over here on the bed. So every now and again, I'm gonna glance over see what she watching, cause you gotta make sure these babies ain't watching no foolishness, cause they hide the foolishness in the cartoons. They send the messages in the cartoons. And as daddy and as parents, we gotta sometimes we just gotta glance over and make sure everything's everything. So I got my baby with me. She got her headphones on. I glance over and see what she talking about. But also, man, you might hear her every now and again because she has these random outbursts where she just she's into whatever she's watching and she may sing along or she may come hit me upside the head with the tablet. She do some weird stuff, but that's my baby and she mine, man. Check this out, man. Let me take a sip before we really get into it, man. Let me take a sip. Mm-hmm. 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 That's good, and I'm still here. Nyla, you doing all right? She doing her own thing. Check this out, man. Um, Again, as I gotta let y'all know, before we get into it, man, this is how you can support me, man. This episode, again, I'm recording this episode right now on a Thursday, and it will be uploaded on a Thursday. So if you subscribe to my Patreon, you get the episode early, either Thursday or Friday. If you're not subscribed, you can get it everywhere else on Sunday. But check this out, man. My Patreon, $3 a month, man. Excuse me, I'm not asking for much, $3 a month. If you want to support me, or if you don't want to pay that, you could just wait and get it for the free. But we talking about $3 a month, bro. But anywho, man, and I'm putting out this quality content, man. This content that's making you think. And again, if you don't want to hit the Patreon, but you like, man, I still want to support that brother, man. Hit that Cash App, man. That's gonna be in a link tree. Hit that Cash App. That Cash App gonna be in a link tree. In $ inspired by Chris. $ inspired by Chris. Speaking of just just taking yourself seriously. I'm saying, speaking of, like, this is the first time I'm even mentioning that, but I have, so outside opened up again, and I like wrestling. Shout out to Bianca Belair, the Street Profits. But in Houston, wrestling is coming. Their first live event is going to be in Houston. Bet me and the homie Jarvis Sam from the Jarvis Sam Show, we going. And I had my money together for that. And as I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, how can I have my money together for that, which is entertainment, and not take care of some of the things I need to take care of with my show? Something that's going to feed my family. Something that's going to take care of my daughter. Let me glance at her, make sure she ain't looking at no foolishness. But, so, man, I got a new logo coming. I have some podcast artwork that's not going to say podcast anymore. It's going to say show, because I take myself seriously. So I had to, if I have money for everything else, I got to make sure I have the funds for investing in myself. And that's important, man. And one day we're going to have an episode about that. That's not today's topic, but I just wanted to put that out there because I take myself seriously. I'm going to spend the money. You hear? I'm going to spend the money. I'm going to invest in my product. I'm going to invest in my show. I'm not just going to pay for entertainment and not have the funds for my... No, if I have money for entertainment, I have funds for my show. Let me take a sip, because that was good. Mm-hmm. 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 And I like my daughter being here with me, because number one, when I get off of work, I come grab my daughter. My daughter could go anywhere that daddy goes. And number two, I like her to see me be creative. Because when she gets older and wants to do her thing, I want her to be inspired by Christopher. Christopher is her daddy. So if my daughter sees me going after my dreams, she sees me investing in myself, she sees me taking money, pouring into my dream, she's going to do the same. And when I tell her to do it, she won't be able to give me any pushback because I did it too. And she saw me do it. Excuse me. That's why I have her sitting next to me while I record. So she's doing her own thing. She's on her tablet or whatever. But as she glances over, she's going to see Daddy working. Yes. She's going to see Daddy going after her dream, so she'll have no choice but to go after hers. Let me take a sip, man, because that was good. That was good. Your kids should see you going after your dreams, man. You can't tell your kids to go after their dreams and you an administrative assistant somewhere, you working at the post office somewhere. No disrespect to that. You can still do that, but go after your dreams if you're going to tell your children to go after your dreams. See, a lot of us, we tell our children to be great, but we not great ourselves, man. When I tell my daughter to be great, it's because she going to see me being great or attempting to be great. That's like when you shout out to the late, great Kobe Bryant. When Kobe Bryant was getting on his teammates demanding excellence, it's because he was presenting excellence, man. You got to be credible out here. That's another topic we'll probably go into deeper later on down the line. Let me take a sip, man. That's good. But the title of today's topic is I ain't mad at you, but I got to move forward. I ain't mad at you, but I got to move forward. Man, check this out, man. Let me hold on. Let me make sure I put this right. I ain't mad at you, because I added some words, but that's good. I ain't mad at you, but I got to move forward. And I take notes. You know, I'm recording into my device, and then I be having notes over here, man. I got a lot of different, man. My baby's on my tablet. I got my iPod Touch, and then I got my, we moving. But I ain't mad at you, but I gotta move forward. Check this out, man. Let me take a sip, cause this is a topic that's really near and dear and close to me, man. I ain't mad at you, but I gotta move forward. Let's talk about support for a second, right? Support. When you're starting out doing something, like me, man, I'm doing this podcast. I'm in this podcast space. I can use all the support I can get, man. I really need it. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not Joe Budden, which is one of my favorite podcasts. I'm not the Brilliant Idiots. I'm not Tariq Radio, Tariq Nasheed, man. Flagrant 2. It's a lot of podcasts I just love, man. I'm not them. But I'm working, man. I'm consistent. I'm taking notes. I'm putting time into my stuff, man. I'm putting out this, what I think is a good product, man. It could be better, but it's a good product, right? And I can use all the support I can get, man. I'm gonna just use an example for you, man. Like my Patreon. I should have way more Patreon subscribers than I do. Okay? I should. And I'm gonna be transparent with you. I only have 2. My great homeboy Jarvis Sam from the Jarvis Sam Show. I only ask for $3 a month. That brother shoots me 10. I don't even want his money. I don't want his money because we go back and forth with ideas for each other's podcasts. We lend suggestions. That is more valuable to me from him than his $10 a month. And I let him know that, but he insists on giving me the 10. He's lending his support. That's support. But see, in this situation, the support he gives me, you know, with intel and data collection and, you know, offering suggestions, that outweighs the $10 a month from him. So I have him giving me 10. I only have 2 patrons, 2. And then I have another lady giving me $3 a month. She's in the UK. She's not a friend of mine. She's just somebody, when I was jumping in DMs, grabbing emails and getting people to support my podcast, she was one who listened to some things I was doing, listened to my videos, listened to what I had going on, and she jumped in and supported. So I have a great homeboy of mine, and then I have a stranger supporting me. And what I'm learning, or what I've learned in the past, is because I told you we've had, let me check my baby, make sure she ain't looking at no foolishness. Okay, she good. But what I've learned in the past is you want to reach out to those strangers, because those strangers will support you more than people who are familiar with you. We're going to talk about being familiar. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is going to be a pod today. They're going to be a pod today. Yeah. Let me sip the wood. I am here. I ain't mad at you, but I got to move forward. Strangers. Familiarity. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but you know what I mean. So I can use people to support me. Thank God I'm strong-willed, and I have, you know, I'm like I told y'all last week, man. I'm a master of my fate. So because I know where I'm going, I can't worry about how it looks right now. You know, if you're just going off of what you see and how it looks, it may look a little crazy. But I got to keep moving. And one thing right now, I'm not focused on the money, because I'm still building. I want to put out the great product, and the money will come. The money will come because I'm going to make sure the product is good. Now, I put the platform in place to receive funds because it's available. It's available, so why not? I still put my stuff out for the free, but if you want to support me financially, that's in place. But I say that to say I should have way more people supporting me than I do, but it's fine. And I ask myself, man, why aren't more people that I know supporting me? What's the reason? One reason is jealousy. And we don't have to put this all on me. Think about your situation. If you're out trying to do something great, you're trying to produce something amazing. You're stepping outside the box. You're not going with the norm. You're trying to make some things shake, and you can use all the support that you can get. Sometimes people who know you or people around you aren't going to support you. Why not? Why aren't they going to support you? Because with your action, you're holding a mirror in front of them. And that mirror is being truthful with them. Excuse me. That mirror is showing them that you're outworking them. You're out here trying to make things work. You're out here trying to get your dreams out, and they're not. So, because they're uncomfortable with themselves, no, they're not going to help you get your dream going, because they're not working on theirs. Why would they help you and they're not working on theirs? They feel guilty when they look at you, see you moving. Then some of them start hating you. And check this out. Another reason I came with this, and I've been talking about this for years with my friends, Some people are just way too familiar. Me and my guy Jarvis, I always mention Jarvis on the show a lot. My guy Jarvis Sam, man, we talk about being familiar, man. A lot of people don't respect me as a podcaster. They know me as C-Rob from back in middle school or C-Rob from high school. You know, oh, that's just Rob. Yeah, I know him. His little old podcast. And watch for when people call your stuff little. Watch. They really hate. They don't respect it. And when people don't respect it, you gotta move. You gotta move them away from it, man. And that leads me to my next. My next topic I want to speak about. Let me take a sip because this is near and dear, and I'm speaking from the soul. Even though I got notes, I'm speaking from the soul. Let me rock. You have to create distance, right? You have to create distance. When people are way too familiar with you, a light bulb needs to go off in your head. Oh, they not supporting because they way too familiar. Okay, all right, I gotta separate. I can't be that familiar with them, right? You have to limit access, right? You can't if you're not willing to support me, you can't have the same access that others have. See, I'm in a position to where I need to be lifted up. You're in a position to where people need to lift you up. And if people are not lifting you up, they cannot have the same access as the people who are lifting you up. Just on your own personal time, look at your own personal data. Some of you are out here trying to make things shake. You trying to maneuver. You trying to go next level. There are people around you who have the power to lift you up and push you forward. They're not doing it. Why, when they call you, you still pick up the phone for them? Why are you being there for them? They're not there for you. It's just something to think about. You don't even have to respond to me. It's just something for you to think about on your own time. You know what I learned? You have to leave people on red sometimes. That's crazy, right? When people aren't lifting you up and they have the power to, because see, sometimes lifting you up it's free. Like, you may not spend $3 a month with me, but you could share me though. You know, because everybody, believe it or not, everybody don't have $3 a month. But then some people do have the money to support you, but they just don't, they rather not. I mean, that's just like, you know, like my homeboy had a physical store, right? And when I knew that I was going to the Galleria to go buy some stuff or whatever, I would at least spend a percentage of what I was going to spend in the Galleria with my homeboy. If he sells clothes, why would I, and clothes that I wear or whatever, why would I bypass his store to go to the Galleria? I'm not saying I can't go to the Galleria, but I should be able to spend money with him too. Or even if I don't wear the clothes, I should be able to buy those clothes and give them to somebody who will wear them. Hey man, if you're not Beyonce, if you're not Jay, if you're not Puff, if you're not whomever, you need to be lifted up, man. All hands on deck, man. All hands on deck. You either with me or you against me. It's no in between. And it's not personal. We're going to get to that. Check this out, man. You have to leave people on red. I know I just said it, but you have to leave people on red. I used to didn't understand it, but sometimes it's necessary when people inbox you because they need you, or when people want you to support them. Sometimes it makes sense for you to open it, look at it, let them know that you saw it, then leave it alone. If you're not supporting me, why would I support you? And again, sometimes you're holding a mirror for people. Sometimes you could without saying things, sometimes you could just hold a mirror up for them. One of them good mirrors in the Mac store with the good lighting, so they can see everything. Folk need mirrors. You good over there, baby? You all right? You good? All right, she good. She good. All right. And you know where I'm at? Sometimes you have to unfriend and unfollow people. What does that mean? Well, I don't do it to strangers, because I jump in a lot of people's inboxes. Hey, hey, check this out. This is what I got going on. Support me. Can I email you? But if you've been following me for a long time, or you've known me for a long time, and you've, had access to me, and you're not even checking for what I'm doing, like just on, man, I got to get you out the way, fam. I don't need that. It's all hands on deck. And I know I'm talking to myself, but you have to apply this to whatever your situation is, man. It's people hanging around that do not need to be around. Some people's number do not need to be in your phone anymore. They're not there for you. Get them out your phone, man. Get them out your space. You tripping. You're tripping. Get them out of here. Unfriend, unfollow. You do not need to see them. Their energy is detrimental to what you're trying to build, to what you're trying to create. So you got to get them out the paint. We cooking. We cooking. We cooking. I ain't mad at you, but I got to move forward. And that's what it is, man. I ain't mad with you. I just got to move forward, man. I can't, I'm trying to do something. Anything that's kind of against what I'm trying to do or stagnant to what I'm trying to do, you can't be here. There's no space for you. I gotta keep moving, man. You dead weight. I can't carry you. Can't carry you. Can't have you just hanging around. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 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 You all right, baby? You good? You hear my baby? She says she good. Check this out, man. I've worked with people on different projects, man. Just trying to collaborate with people, and sometimes everybody doesn't have the same energy, the same work ethic. Sometimes people are into it, then they're not into it anymore. Some people just don't see the vision. You change your mind. It's fine. It's okay. But those partnerships have to end. I ain't mad at you. I just gotta move on. Like we can't continue, because if we continue to do this, what are we doing? We just gonna go through the motions just because we agreed to do it? Nah, fam. Let's just cut our losses and everybody go wherever they need to go, man. Sometimes it's cool to go your separate ways, man. And at the end of the day, it's no hard feelings, man. Some people may take it personally. And I tell you what, I used to take it personally. When people didn't support me, I'd take it personally, and why they not? And some people just don't care. And it's cool. You have to find people who care. Like with this podcast, I'm not trying to be the number one podcast in the world. Joe Rogan can have that spot. Joe Budden can have that spot. These podcasts that are crime podcasts, mystery podcasts, they can have that number one spot. I just need about 5, 7, 10,000 people to support me to where I could take care of my family and be cool. I want to speak to the people who speak to me, the people who understand what I'm putting out, the people who like what I'm putting out. I'm only here to serve them. I gotta find them. They're out there. but I am talking to them. Yeah, man. So it's I don't take it personally, but I can't just have people hanging around either. At this point, man, what is your purpose here? If you don't have a purpose, or if your purpose isn't to kind of help and support or lift or share or contribute or give some good feedback, you're not welcome here. And it's not personal, like I'm not tripping, but we gotta make room for the people who have the energy that I'm looking for, man. And again, apply this to your situation, right? Like I said, man, I used to take it personal. I mean, it's a little weird, because some people you look at and I heard Drake, man, one day Drake was winning an award and he was giving a award-winning speech, and he had dropped the album or something, and he wanted all his friends to post his album cover, and one of his friends didn't post the cover, and he said it was weird. He went to him and he's like, "Hey man, why didn't you post my cover?" And I forget the response, but for Drake to be the number one rap artist in the world for the past however many years, he still has these questions. So if he has these questions, somebody that's up and coming has these questions. And you know what? Sometimes those questions don't even need answers, man. People answer you through their actions. But you know what? You got to let it burn, though. You got to let it burn, like Usher say, man. It may be weird. It may hurt a little bit. It may kind of like, you may have questions and you might, but you just got to let it burn. And go find the people who get it. Go find the people who rock with you. There are people who are interested in what you're doing. They may not be in your immediate circle. They may not be around you like that, or within your Facebook friends or your Instagram or whatever friends, but they're out there. You got to go find them. You got to go put the work in. Because you have a purpose. Because this stuff will get discouraging, man. This stuff will get discouraging if you're not mentally sound to say, yo, I'm going to withstand the foolishness. I'm going to withstand what may be a little hurtful. I'm going to withstand, the limited support, but I'm here and I'm going to keep on coming. See, my consistency is going to overpower your hate. That's another topic that we're going to get into later. But you got to let it burn, man. Can't be mad. You got to let people grow. Some people just haters right now. Some people just not interested right now. Some people are not aware that their support could lift you up. You got to let it burn, man. You got to go find people who understand. Is it worth a conversation? If you choose to have one. But again, sometimes you can have a conversation through action. To me, that's how I feel. You could just look at someone's actions and be like, oh, okay, all right. I see how they moving now. I got to make the necessary changes. And, this stuff can be, applied to relationships too. If there's only one person within that relationship working, and the other one's just kind of, just sitting back and kind of, maybe, have a conversation. Or it's best to separate. Sometimes, separation is not bad. When stuff don't, when stuff ain't lined up, it's, we could end this thing. We don't have to stay here. But that was the pod, man. We had some real talk on here, man. The Inspired by Christopher show, man. I ain't mad at you, but I gotta move forward though. So y'all know how to support me, man. Y'all can hit that Cash App if you need to, or jump on that Patreon, man. Get these episodes when they're new. What you say, baby? Oh, now she want to talk towards the end of the pod. What you say, baby? You okay? I'm going to have to check on my daughter, man. But y'all know how to support me, man. This is the Inspired by Christopher show. Support me through Patreon. Everything you need is going to be in that link tree, man. But y'all know what it is, man. H-Town all day. Y'all mucho, take it easy. Baby.